All right, we are live. Welcome to Friday Night Draw. And the other computer decided to miraculously turn itself on.
That was scary.
All right, we are here for another rousing episode of Friday Night Draw. And guess what? We're in not only the same house, but we're in the same room.
Yes. Root.
So is the microphone working? Can everybody hear us out there? The whole two people that are watching, which are probably the producers. And they're giggling out there. So yes, it probably is just those two.
We can hear the giggles.
All right. So I'm going to remember tonight. So, Rodney, where can all these fine, lovely individual folks find you on the interwebs?
Well, Sean Forney. They can find me on Rodney Fike Art on Facebook. They can find me at Rodney_Fike on Instagram, Rodney Fike at Twitch, and they can also find me on the Hasm YouTube channel. That's HAZZUM, the Hasm YouTube channel. Go to hasm.com where you can find all of our books, Peanut Pudding and Jelly, Pitter Patter, Roadkill Rampage, and all kinds of other fun stuff.
Excellent. Now we're up to 5 people that jumped.
Nice.
Woohoo!
Woohoo!
Welcome, new folks. All right. And you can find me online at, let's see, Facebook, Twitch, Instagram, Twitter are all at Sean Forney Art. Andre is in the house and he's driving, but he's listening. Well, drive safe, sir. You can find my website at seanforney.com, where you can find all sorts of art, links to our drive-through books, our web store, and our lovely, we're trying it out, Amazon influencer thingy. So there you go.
We are being taken pictured of.
Oh.
We are being photographed.
There's a scary person looking through my window. All right. So anybody that wasn't here for the last jam night, we are drawing on some sketch covers. Rodney and I are going to flip-flop our sketch covers here and draw other characters on the other book. Somebody out there in producer land might want to set some sort of timer.
That would be a good idea. So I am starting off on the Uncanny Avengers cover with a Thor. And Sean is going to draw.
I'm drawing the black cat on this here ghost spider cover. Edward's in the house.
What's up, Edward? How we doing, buddy?
Set a timer.
Oh, the producers.
Always blaming it on us, but they're out there just ignoring us. Now they're blaming the dog.
See how it is. We got your back, Andy. Justin's in the house. He says hello. Cool choices.
Thank you, sir.
We made the trek up from Cincinnati.
Survived the wintry mix that is fallen upon us.
Actually, we didn't really get any until we were about 30 miles from here. And that's when we encountered the first bit of precipitation.
Oh, man. It started here, I'll say about 3 o'clock. Maybe shortly after 3. It just started coming down like crazy. And we ventured to downtown and failed at our first part of our trip.
Oh.
Half succeeded at the second part of our trip. And then grabbed dinner.
So where did you fail and where did you succeed?
We failed at the recycle center because I failed to read my Post-it note and say, hey, this place closes at 4 o'clock. We should really get a move on.
No.
And we got there and it was like 4:26. Like, well, we missed that one. Went to the music store because I needed some new patch cables.
There wasn't no new guitar purchased.
No new guitar purchase. We're holding out on that one because this is a really tiny store and they didn't have anything near what I wanted.
Gotcha.
But I needed some new patch cables, which I ended up getting a nice. What do you call it? I forget what they called it, but basically there's no cable. It's just 2 1/4-inch jacks attached to each other so that I could plug everything in a little bit tighter space.
Gotcha.
And bought a shorter cable to get everything set up on my pedal board. And then as we were deciding on dinner, decided to hit the other little music store that's in town. And they had even less stuff. So I was somewhat successful because I was able to get my patch cables that I wanted. But I really wanted to hunt down a tuner pedal,
right? And
nobody had them in stock.
So what? How often do you play guitar?
It's been like Indy 6, so about 6 years since I last really got to play.
Really?
But I did goof around last weekend because I finally put everything together on my pedal board to test it out, and goofed around for about 20 minutes and realized I really needed to find my tuner. But hey, guess what? Didn't have any 9-volt batteries, so it was a lost cause.
I hate when that happens.
So decided, well, if I'm taking all the time and effort to put together this damn pedal board, I'm going to buy a pedal tuner. So hence today's mission. Could maybe persuade producer A to make a really big side trek tomorrow. And there's, unfortunately, next to Micro Center, there is no longer a music go round, so I won't be going there for a discount. But I could try to persuade her to make her way further down the road and go to Sam Asher Guitar Center.
There you go.
I'm trying.
You have your ways.
Andre is saying, Mark Robbie, you watch these guys?
What?
It's all in how that's phrased. Do we take that as he's trying to invite folks in, or is he like, really, you watch these guys?
Is that a question or is that an exclamation?
Can everyone hear Rodney? We're trying a new setup.
Can y'all hear the ficus? Is the ficus coming in loud and clear?
I think the ficus was mumbling.
What?
My brother has been telling me that I mumble for 50 years.
I've been saying that to my wife constantly. It's not so much mumbling; it's directionality.
Yeah.
And I'm guilty of it too. I will sit here and talk while I'm facing the desk, and guess what? The sound goes right there and stops.
Yep.
Because we'll try to shout stuff to each other from other rooms, and it's like that commercial with Kevin Hart. What?
That's a funny commercial.
Yeah. I was thinking about it.
Who's Tanya?
Yeah. What were we watching earlier? We weren't really watching anything. I sent a GIF to Jesse when we were texting back and forth. It was Dr. Evil. I think that was my favorite commercial of the Super Bowl, where Dr. Evil and Scott Evil and whoever else were all sitting there around them. What were they even selling? A car?
Oh man, I don't even remember.
Justin, you can probably hear me better because I'm sitting right underneath the microphone. Rodney's about 8 feet.
6, 8 feet away.
Edward's watching Turning Red.
Turning Red.
Ficus, stop mumbling.
I'm trying.
He's got to concentrate. He's trying to draw.
I'm multitasking.
We're not good at this. Edward, what do you think of Turning Red so far? I'm definitely up for watching that this weekend. That and the Adam Project.
Oh yeah.
So I saw like a review or a couple folks watched it or whatever, and people are digging the Adam Project.
Yeah, I want definitely want to check those out. For sure. You gotta get your little ass to the movie theater and see Batman.
I know. I'm trying to get the willpower.
Oh, really? Is it that bad for you?
I don't know. I was talking with a couple of buddies about it earlier today. It's like I know you guys have said good stuff about it, but like the trailers just really didn't do a whole lot for me.
Yeah.
And well, it's 3 hours I got to take out of the day, and that's that's just for the movie. Outside of everything else, and it's like
Oh, yeah.
that's an investment that I'm not sure I either want to make or can make at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, the only reason I went was because Mac's father was supposed to go. All Taekwondo students all go all the time on opening night. The guy that owns the Taekwondo school buys tickets, and they all go. Well, Eric Mac's dad had to go to Dallas for a business trip, so I
If I
got
could
to slide
say
in.
struggling,
No, why?
because it's supposed to be a headshot.
Okay. Shut up!
Oh, folks, if we could only plan this kind of stuff.
Oh man, this is purely organic.
It's been a long week, Tina. Leave us alone. Ah, sweet Christmas.
You might want to reset that timer. How much?
36.
Oh hell yeah, we can do that.
Wasn't that the number from Clerks?
I think it was 37.
Yeah.
37 what? I'll see if I can get you to say it. Oh, yeah, I saw that smile come across your face. How close were you?
I was close.
You would have been squirreled.
Squirreled, hell, they're close enough they can run in here and smack us upside the head.
Right. You would have been whacked.
I ain't playing with fire. Yes, folks, that is the producers giggling in the other room.
Shut up!
Hey, don't laugh too hard. Justin's seeing Dog this weekend. Yeah, I do want to see that. It's what is it Channing Tatum?
Oh, okay.
Well, yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
Channing Tatum, right? And
Yeah.
he picks up his military buddy's dog, and
Yeah.
they travel across the country to, I think, to get to the funeral or get to his family or something. I don't remember the total gist of it. It just looks really funny in the trailers.
It's gonna be a heart tugger though.
Oh God, I hope not. I know most of those movies are. Like, why can't we just have a good, fun movie where people do stupid stuff and we don't have to tug at the old heartstrings? All right, so.
I'm concentrating.
No. Huh. All right, folks, we got to let Rodney play catch up because he's over here drawing, he's over here pulling a Warner and drawing 3/4 of a figure instead of a headshot. Killer Frost is still available. So on your drive up, I sent you some news.
You did. pretty good news, I must say. It looks like they have found the director for Deadpool 3.
He's coming to the MCU.
I think I'm excited about it.
We're down to 33 minutes. Will they finish in time? Not if you keep interrupting us.
We need silence!
Oh, Edward's got to go. Well, Edward, thank you for spending a little bit of time with us.
Yep. Have a good weekend, buddy. So what was the other news? The director for 3.
Yep, director for Deadpool 3, and I don't know. What other news is there? Because I don't remember sending anything else.
We talked about Vikings Valhalla last night, right?
Uh,
On Netflix.
I think so.
Okay.
It sounds familiar. I read the other show that's like medieval setting. I can't remember what the name of it is, but that's getting a one-off movie on Netflix to kind of like round out the story.
Was it The Last Kingdom?
I think so.
Yeah.
Clock ticking drawing, dude.
No pressure.
And the 3 folks that are in here watching us, don't forget, these are available. Tell your friends to come in and check it out.
Yes.
Share out that live stream. Hopefully the producers are out there sharing the video.
I know they're out there making fun. Well deserved, I might add.
Get to work, slackers.
Did you watch any Ancient Aliens today?
No, because we don't get the History Channel, so I can't watch it live. Yeah, I gotta watch everything later. I keep arguing with YouTube to add it.
They're not coming around, huh?
Not yet. So I don't know who's holding out for more money. Because I didn't realize it until looking it up, like when I was trying to figure out why we didn't get it. It's owned by 2 companies.
Really?
Yeah. Disney is part owner, and then whoever owns, like, I want to say it was the Learning Channel or something goofy like that. I forget. I don't know. It's co-owned in a weird way.
Huh. Well, those Viking shows are top notch, man. The production value on those are absolutely outstanding.
Yeah, I definitely want to check those out. I don't know. We've been trying to like catch up on stuff we had been watching and whatnot, but there's like a couple of things like that are out there that I still want to, find some time to fit in somewhere.
Right.
Justin, no worries. The next best thing is share the feed out. Tell your friends to come watch, hang out with us.
Yeah.
And hey, if they don't sell tonight, they'll be available later if you decide you want to come back and grab one or whatever.
You don't have to buy to be our friends.
Speaking of which, let's see if I can do a quick do. Edit the Twitch feed. Edited. Share. Come on, Twitter. Really? Yeah, that's not what I want. Come on, Twitter. You're driving me batty here.
Do it.
All right. Do one other quick share here.
Jump it.
Maybe.
Maybe no.
I'll do a couple extra shares. I don't know if the let's see. I go back and forth right now. I'm heavy into playing Horizon Forbidden Dawn, but in a few weeks Halo comes out, so I'll make time to watch it and play games. There you go. Yeah, that Halo show looks killer.
Yeah, it does look nice.
I don't know jack about the games,
I don't either.
but that they were playing that in the theater the other night when we went to see Uncharted, and the effects or the costume or whatever they did for Master Chief just looks stellar. I don't know if he's practical armor or if that's all CG or what, but it looks good.
Cassie wants to know if you liked Uncharted.
I loved it. I thought it was a lot of fun. I've only played a little bit of one of the games. I couldn't even tell you which game I played. Because I was baffled today when I was watching a breakdown of like Easter eggs and stuff. Because again, I don't know much about it, so I figured, what the heck? Let's try to learn something about the movie versus the game type thing. And I didn't know there was supernatural stuff in the video games. But spoilers. I didn't realize that, so it doesn't really show up in this movie, but. What I was listening to, it kind of alludes that like they could totally work it in to like future movies because they are working on some sequels.
Right.
And I think it'd be really cool if they work some of that in, but I see why they didn't. It would have made it a little too close to Indiana Jones.
Right.
But it's totally in that vein, and like there was one part like I was just tickled to death basically because they totally worked in a line straight out of Goonies. And it was like the movie is totally riffing on Indiana Jones, Goonies, and any of the stuff in that vein.
Nice.
And I don't know, I love that kind of stuff, so it was a good watch.
We'll take it, yeah. I don't know that I'm going to go to the theater to see it, but I definitely will see it when it streams. Are we yanking?
I think I'm ready to.
Let's see.
still got a good little bit of time. I'm gonna do a couple extra shares here.
Okay.
I've like muted everything. Why am I still getting sound coming out?
You missed something.
I guess. That's totally not what I picked.
Don't you love that?
That's what I'm picking.
So Cassie, how you doing tonight? It's good to see you tonight. 2 weeks in a row. Glad to have you. Hope all is well.
All right, I did a couple of quick additional shares there.
Yes.
See if that helps us out here.
So are you excited at all for any of the new Game of Thrones prequels coming out?
I'm only aware of the one.
Right.
And yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing that. The House of the Dragons, right?
Yeah. And then aren't they doing some new Tolkien stuff?
They're doing a Lord of the Rings series on Amazon.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that. Comes out in September.
Okay.
I watched the one little trailer that they released for it, which was totally cool. If anybody hasn't seen it yet, watch it. It is just one of the rings. I think the ring, the Ring of Power or whatever it's called, being cast, and it's all done practical. It's not animated or anything. It's them pouring metal into a mold and casting the One Ring.
That's badass.
Which totally reminds me that producer A and I need to look for one of her animation students several years back made us a Scarlet Huntress logo that's animated, and it's kind of got like a fire effect behind it,
Right.
and like the embers popping and whatnot, and it looks really slick. And we definitely need to have that ready to go for the next Kickstarter video.
Hell yeah.
Because totally forgot about having it. But it's just funny because like I watched when we did our first Kickstarter, that's what we had that made for. Ku Cha was launching a Kickstarter, or had launched a Kickstarter, and it was kind of the inspiration of like, well, why aren't we doing this? And so we really modeled our like whole Kickstarter thing after what we saw him do.
Right.
And so the video, like, buddy of mine came down and spent way too many hours trying to film me talking through a video, which was a nightmare. But I showed them the logo that they had done for their book, and I was like, well, yeah, we just carved that out of this or that, and we throw some of this up behind it, and I'm like, what are you guys talking about? Like, oh yeah, back in the day when they had to do titles for movies and stuff before they had all this fun computer animated stuff, that's how they did it. And these guys knew how to do it, and they were like, oh yeah, we'll just do this and that. I'm like, wow, okay.
Yeah, it's amazing the way. Well, just the way that we used to develop pictures when I started doing commercial art. We had a stat booth and everything. We had to shoot stats, go to the photo booth with all the chemicals and develop them just for type.
Oh yeah. I only learned how to do a little bit of the developing stuff in school. I did a little bit of pinhole photography for a 2D foundations class.
Uh-huh.
It was a cool cool thing to learn and like see the process and whatnot, but like
Yeah.
I was totally lost on most of it. Like this is too much effort.
Yeah, especially now that that's just something you can do with the click of a mouse.
Yeah, and like it's so hard to come by the stuff to be able to do it anymore.
Yeah. Just doesn't make it practical.
It's like just going with that idea of like the movie titles and stuff. Like I don't know if you've ever seen it, but seeing the actual painting for the Paramount logo,
Oh no.
that is killer.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know. It pops up on Facebook every once in a while. Somebody shares it, like the actual painting that they used to film for that, and it, like you can tell from the day that when they made the film of it and stuff. It wasn't capturing near as much stuff as you could get now,
Right.
and it's just an amazing work of art.
Yeah, it's like I marvel at the all the matte paintings that were created for for original Star Wars trilogy, like the Return of the Jedi. All the troopers on the floor of the Death Star when the Imperial shuttle comes and lands.
Yeah.
That's a matte painting.
Yeah, and it's so crazy, like how little detail there is. It's just little splashes of white and black, and it's like, yep, that's a trooper on camera.
Yep, it's crazy. Now everything's so high def that you can pick that stuff out.
Yeah.
But back then, film fuzzed a lot of that out.
Oh. So
The producer disappeared on us.
man, it's awfully quiet in the neighborhood here.
I don't even hear Indy.
You okay out there, producers? Taking a nap? Friday night, everybody had something to do and didn't want to come say hi.
Apparently.
Did catch a few minutes of Andre was streaming and Warner was in, and Steph turned it on. We had just grabbed dinner and we were sitting down and we were eating, and somebody started talking about style, and Warner started going in on it, and I just popped style.
Oh.
So I popped in the video and I'm like, how did I say it? It was like, you rang? Somebody said style? And so I just kind of egged on their conversation for a little bit. And then Warner was trying to figure out brushes, the size on brushes. Like, let me see if I've got one. Oh, shoot. I don't know if I've got any up here. I did, but I don't know where they all went. But basically, like the brushes that are, like 1/0 or 2/0,
yeah,
or like this one, I think was like a 00. Like all the stuff's rubbed off on it anymore.
It's a lot.
Yeah. So it was just kind of funny that like he was sitting there. He's like, I don't know what this means. I'm like, Josh, fractions. Because it's like I don't remember exactly off the top of my head exactly like how it works, like what that size specifically means, but it does pertain to an actual like dimension.
Right.
And it was just funny because he was trying to figure it out. And he's like, well, is this one bigger or that one bigger? I do remember something that actually has it on there is the repeatographs, where it's the 4/1.20. And it's like, I don't know what that means, but this one's bigger than that one.
I just know them by the colors.
Right. Yeah. That's the way I kind of eventually figured him out. But yeah, he had bought like a cheap pack from Hobby Lobby or Michaels or something, and it had like a bunch of these brushes that were, like I said, it was like 2/0 and something like that. So it was just kind of funny to hear him sit there and go, I don't know what this means. Like, what's this?
It's just draw monkey. That's what it means.
He was also complaining about like I wouldn't buy a Winsor & Newton Series 7 brush and use it for acrylics, and it's like, no,
You wouldn't?
yeah. I was like, well, yeah, it's $30 brush, but yeah, I don't have any problems doing that.
Oh, that's one of the best brushes you can buy.
Yeah, like, and from a lot of folks I've seen, and that the more traditional inkers, the guys that have been doing it for years, like the Series 7 was like the standard go-to for everybody for what, decades, right?
Oh, yeah.
Now everybody's switched around and gone to Raphael, which I've bought a few and I do like them. They're a teensy bit pricier.
I had a Winsor Newton, I think it was a double lot. I used that thing for probably 4 years.
I go through them a little quicker.
Yeah. I should have probably replaced it at some point, but I never did.
Yeah, I mean, that acrylic brush that I just held up here on camera, I've had that one for a while and been using it for a while, and it's it's a cheap synthetic brush, but it's surprisingly held up really well.
Yeah.
I use it a lot of times to do hair because it's so fine.
And that's the thing. If you find a brush that you're comfortable with, yeah, I'll put up with it even though it's kind of worn out. But
Justin says, good that he is good at something other than sass. The sirloin.
we love him so.
Yeah, like I'm in the need of ordering some more brushes for inking. I've got a Winsor & Newton and a Raphael brush that, like, the it just doesn't hold its shape anymore.
Yeah.
It's too broken down. It's time to get some new ones. And
yeah, I'm sorry. That's why I stopped using mine too.
I want to try. They've been making the rounds on Instagram, at least. A lot of folks are using treacle, I think is how you pronounce it.
Okay.
And they do a synthetic sable, and I've seen a few folks speaking pretty highly of it, and they're not that pricey. I think it was about $17-18 a pop for like the sizes I normally use.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to give them a shot, order a couple and try it out.
So what sizes are you using?
I primarily stick with a 1 and 2.
Yeah.
And we'll occasionally do like the double aught or something in that vein.
Right, for the small.
Yeah.
Detail stuff.
Yeah, like I said, like I tend to use it a bit for doing hair, like I'm doing right now. It's just I find it easier to get a nice fine brush and get some nice fine brush strokes in there.
Yep.
Like I like following along with a lot of the stuff Jonathan Glapian does. And like he was one of the folks that like I saw a few years back. It was like, taking a bunch of photos of the tools he was using and doing some videos and things like that.
Right, I remember.
And that was the one thing I found like probably the most entertaining of the bunch was like he had like I'll say a double lot. I don't remember what size specifically he was talking about, but it was super small. He was like, "Yeah, I use this for doing, such and such on panels because why make my life harder, basically."
Yeah.
That's so I decided like pick up a few different size brushes to kind of play around with at times and see what gets the job done.
Yeah, I would really like to get back into anything with the brush again. It's just one of those things that you have to do it all the time or you're not gonna. You lose your chops really quick on it.
Yeah, that's why I had to break in last week because I hadn't done it in a bit. I was like, all right, I gotta do a few pieces to kind of warm up before I really dive in.
Yeah, because I did after about the third issue of G.I. Joe, I was doing, other than the vehicles, all the cloth and hair and stuff was all brush.
Yeah.
And I had gotten pretty good. And then the job fell through and I just never was able to pick up another consistent inking gig to warrant inking that much with a brush. I just kind of lost my chops.
Yeah, I haven't used a crow quill in a while, and I'm kind of like fearful of trying it because I haven't used it in a while, and it's so hard to get used to.
Just draw a big log and just ink the shit out of it with a crow quill. It'll come back real quick.
Yeah.
Do a Bernie Wrightson limb with a bunch of veins hanging off of it. Not veins, vines.
I say veins. What are you thinking of over there? It's a big vein. It's a big veiny log.
Trying to keep it clean. The producers are in the house.
Producers in the house, but I don't think they're paying attention to us. They're out there chatting.
Yeah.
It's all right. There's only 2 folks watching. It's probably Justin and one of them. If you're out there in the interweb verse, chime in. Let us know who's watching.
Yes, this is a class participation video podcast.
We give out participation points. They're the famous Marvel no prize points.
That's right.
All right, I think I got Black Cat inked in there. We're right at 8:45. I haven't heard a timer go off yet.
Sweet. I think I'm good too.
I'm gonna thicken this up real quick. See, Justin's always watching. Well, thank you, Justin. We greatly appreciate that.
Justin is the man.
There's one other lone folk out there watching that.
Might be Cassie.
It could be. I don't know. It just says 2 at the top. I don't know who else is watching with them. All right, so there is my Black Cat. Rodney's got a Thor.
All right, there we go.
Now it's time we swap.
I'll trade you.
There we go. All right, what am I drawing on this one?
What did we say you were drawing?
I think I'm doing Jane Foster Thor.
Yeah, I'm drawing.
Oh, goodness. Let's see. I'm gonna have to pull myself up some reference because I can't ever remember how to do her helmet.
I was gonna say, I got my Thor reference, but didn't bother with any Ghost Spider reference. Not that there's much to it, but hang on, folks. I should say, hang on, Justin.
Yeah. Bear with us, Justin. We'll be right with you. Justin needs like a top fan award.
Okay. Okay. All right. Which one should I costume better? I think that one does.
Hey, I was thinking Justin needs like a trophy, like we got our trophies.
Exactly.
Like, yeah, there you go. He says, "Where's my trophy?" Nice. Yes, Justin needs a top fan, no prize trophy. Producers should make that happen. Producers, we're in here giving away trophies. Might want to stop us.
They're still not paying attention.
Nope. They're like, wait, you're spending money? What? Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
Thank you, Justin. Justin, all you get's a sticker. Maybe we can make it a sticker that looks like a trophy.
Maybe if you get enough stickers, you could trade them in for a trophy.
There you go. It's like Chuck E. Cheese. You got to get all those tickets.
That's right.
Collect them all to win.
It's like Friday night throwdown skee ball.
It's funny. The second I mentioned spending money, and they are perked up.
It's like magic.
Like, what? What's going on?
Squirrel.
So since it's been out for like 24 hours plus, did you come up with any good theories of what's going to happen in Kenobi? We already switched. Yeah, look at that.
I did.
That's what she said.
I need a trophy.
He needs a trophy. Justin needs a trophy.
You should buy it in bulk. You should buy it in bulk.
Rodney's in here earning trophies. Left and right. Justin says, yeah, weird night. Super quiet. I'm at work, but try to tune in. He hides in the desert very well. Yeah, and it looks like he's going to leave the desert. Because he's going to, shoot, I can't remember what that planet's called now. But one of the things I was listening to said that the writer, the director, whoever they were interviewing, I can't recall, was saying it's kind of based on Hong Kong. Okay. With all like the neon lights and all that stuff.
Right.
What do you know? Husto's in the house. And happy birthday, sir.
Hey, what's up, Husto? Happy birthday. Another fellow Pisces.
Sure. Can tell how much I pay attention to my astrology.
Your birthday is what? The 29th? 29th? So you're
Aries. And I couldn't tell you when any of the others are.
None of the others matter, just yours.
Yeah, exactly. You are welcome, Husto. Thanks for tuning in and joining us here. And it looks like a couple other folks joined.
Nice.
Come in the comments, say hi, tell us how you doing. It's Friday night. Rodney and I are doing jam sketches. They are available. Nobody's claimed anything yet.
They can be yours.
It's a low fee of, let me see what the producers posted. A low fee of getting the black and white inks for $100 plus shipping. And you can add color for 50. Rodney and I'll color our sketches.
We did that last week.
We did.
Both covers sold rather quickly.
Justin picked up a cover and it went off for grading. Thanks to our buddy Cody.
Cody is the man.
That he is. He makes my life a lot easier when it comes to all his grading stuff.
It's always good to have somebody like that in your corner.
Yes. And I even asked him, like, dude, is there any way I can, like, make this easier or whatever and, like, sign up for an account or do something? He's like, no, just let me take care of the paperwork. You just draw. Like, that's the way to do it, dude.
Exactly. Easy enough. I can do the hell out of that.
Look at that. Husto says, I'm usually working on Friday night, but off tonight. So did you get it off for your birthday? Did you take it off for your birthday? Did you get to do anything fun?
Did you get anything good for your birthday?
You can tell it's a slow night for us. We've got, pick everything to talk about here. All right. So back to Kenobi theories. Justin said he hides in the desert really well. He's going to go to some sort of casino planet or whatever that looks like.
I've got a feeling that Uncle Owen's going to play a much bigger part in it than anybody's going to realize.
Well, yeah, and I'm wondering, are we going to get to see, because Uncle Owen definitely looks ticked off in that one shot where he's like staring down the Inquisitor.
Yeah.
Is Uncle Owen going to get, some grief from the Inquisitors, and is Black Chrysanthemum going to show up, and are we going to get to see a live action version of the comic book throwdown between Obi-Wan and Black Chrysanthemum?
Oh, you did talk about that a few weeks back.
Yeah, in the comics, I don't recall the reason why, but somebody hires Chrysanthemum to go after Obi-Wan, and they throw down in the desert of Tatooine, and that's how he gets the scar above his eye.
Yeah.
I'm guessing he fights Vader and the planet he visits. Yeah, either they're gonna fight on that planet, or maybe Obi-Wan goes back to Mustafar. I know they had like a couple of concept pieces that looked like it was like Mustafar in the background. But yeah, like that I'm totally looking forward to.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Because if they do anything like what they did in Revenge of the Sith, where those guys were just beating the heck out of each other with the lightsabers, that ought to be good.
Oh, yeah.
We really get to see Vader throw down. Hayden Christensen said that like this gonna be like a really dark interpretation and more powerful than we've got to witness before, or whatever, something along those lines.
Darker and angrier Vader than we've ever seen. I think that was the quote.
So bring it on. And wherever it is, Vader will make sure there's no high ground. Nice. Yeah, I saw a meme last night that was Ewan McGregor standing in front of a mountain. They said they're going to name the mountain the tallest mountain in Scotland or wherever he's from, Obi-Wan.
Nice.
So Obi-Wan is
the
high ground.
I like it.
Hoping to see the other Inquisitors we've seen already in live action. Yeah. I know the trailer had the Grand Inquisitor, the new one, Reeve, whatever her name is. The fifth brother, I think. Whatever the big dude is with the weird, goofy shaped helmet, like the wide, flat helmet.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I want to say fifth brother or seventh brother or something along those lines. But yeah, I would love to see the other two sisters that showed up in Rebels. Maybe the couple Inquisitors from Fallen Order.
Oh yeah.
Um, some good lightsaber battles. I wouldn't mind seeing some other Jedi pop up. Like maybe some we've seen before and we don't know what happened, and maybe some new ones that.
Or looking around.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be nice to see discover that there were other ones that weren't eliminated with Order 66.
Yeah. See where they're hiding out. See what happens, and hopefully see a few survive, not all just taken out by the Inquisitors or Vader. Give some hope that there's a couple other Jedi stranded that maybe we can explore their stories later on.
That would be cool. That would not cheese me off in the least.
Edward's back.
Edward.
If Fallen Order takes place before Obi-Wan, then probably not. Spoilers. Oh, I haven't finished the game. I've barely made it anywhere in the game. Yeah, I don't know if this is before or after or at the same time. Guy in trailer looked like Solo, same weapon.
Yep, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, somebody did point that out. Oh, and there's one shot where the Inquisitor's talking to somebody that you see a bald back of their head. Is it going to be one of the troopers? Is it going to be an older Rex, older Cody?
Cody? Oh, wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah, I'm hoping that happens too. I think that would be fun. Give us some of the clones. Give Tamara Morrison some more work. He deserves it. Edward was watching Disney Pixar movie Turning Red. Did you like it, Edward? Whoso says Rex and Cody would be cool.
Yes, it would.
Obi-Wan's got some beef to throw down with Cody there.
Why is that again? Remind me.
Because Cody's the one that tried to take him out on Utapau.
Ooh. Might have left a sour taste in his mouth.
Edward says it was cute. Oh, cool. I definitely want to check that out this weekend.
Yeah, when I saw the teaser trailer for that a while back, I was like, oh, I gotta see this.
Yeah, I finally got to watch the like full trailer just a couple weeks ago, and it looks really good.
I might be a full-grown man, but I love Disney Pixar cute.
Yeah.
That stuff just hits me right in the wheelhouse. Love it.
Yeah. Edward says I watched that Ryan Reynolds movie Project Adam on Netflix earlier. Did you like that one? That's another one that's definitely on tap for the weekend.
We might have to watch that too.
It looks really good. And it's got, like half the MCU and see, because we got Mark Ruffalo, Zoe Saldana from the MCU, Jennifer Garner from the Fox Marvel, and Ryan Reynolds from the Fox Marvel, something like that. I don't know.
Well, Jennifer Garner, that's right, she played Electra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I think that was Fox, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So we got a couple from the Fox Marvel universe, a couple from the MCU. Let's see. Huso says, I just watched Free Guy. I liked it. I really enjoyed Free Guy. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was.
Mark Robbie's here now. Says, Andre, I am now. Thanks, Dre. Thank you, Dre. I don't know if Dre's back. He was driving home. Mark, thanks for tuning in and checking us out. If you didn't catch the post, if you're interested, we are selling these GM sketch covers tonight. So something we're trying to work in every so often. So Rodney did the Thor on this one. I'm doing Jane Foster, the Mighty Thor. On the Ghost Spider cover, I did Black Cat, and Rodney's doing Spider-Gwen there. So they are available. Black and white for the inks. Starts at $100.
Hey, speaking of Charlie Cox and Daredevil.
Oh, yeah.
I saw a clip about it's definitely on for a season 4 on Disney Plus, and it's going to be a lot more violent than he has been in the past.
Ooh.
Yeah. So that's the other thing I was trying to remember to tell that I wanted to tell you about.
I'm all for that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, coming March 16th. All the Netflix stuff joins Disney Plus, and so does parental controls.
I love that. That way we don't get cheated out of awesome stuff.
Yeah. Well, and that's what Bob Iger wanted from the get-go, is to get everything on one platform.
Yeah.
And then some people didn't quite see it that way, whatever. But now it's totally happening. Which makes sense. Get all your stuff all in one spot.
Yep.
That way I don't have to subscribe to
7 different platforms.
Yeah. I don't know. Hopefully it happens. We get all this stuff. We enjoy it. Husto, I have not watched the Batman yet. Rodney has.
Yes, I can't say enough good about it. Have you seen it, Husto? I loved it.
Might I don't know. Since our plans got changed for tomorrow, maybe that would be part of the plans tomorrow while running around. I don't know. Or maybe Sunday. I don't think we got anything flying Sunday. Huso said I liked it. Cool.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Just little nuanced, subtle things that they did really just punched it up for me. I don't want to go too much into it because Sean hasn't seen it, and a couple of people haven't seen it, so I don't want to spoil anything.
Yeah. This week it's not exactly busy, but I'm going to have to work around a few things because I got a follow-up appointment Monday, and then Friday we're going to a concert.
Oh yeah, who's that?
Mammoth.
Oh really?
Yep. Going to the Bluestone.
You and Jesse?
No, Steph and I are going.
Oh, okay.
It's I think it used to be like a church or something. They've turned it into like an event center. It's our first time going there. We haven't been there for anything, so we'll see what this place is like. We were originally supposed to go, I think in January, but they postponed the concert. So yeah, we're seeing them, and they're doing a co-headlining thing with something honey.
Oh, is it Dirty Honey?
Could be.
I know who. Yeah, they've been all over Facebook.
It's something honey, and
Yeah,
that could be it.
it's like a Black Crowes type kind of band.
They look that way, so yeah, I think that is it then. What is it again?
Bad Honey or something. Dirty Honey or something.
Dirty Honey. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I think that's right. What's up, Rob?
Looks like Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Okay. I haven't really seen much or heard much. I just seen Wolfie post a couple of photos and whatnot of them getting ready to tour, and we saw they were coming to town. I was like, well, let's go check it out, because we didn't spend the money to go see him with Guns N' Roses, because that was just kind of ridiculous. Oh, why do we got an angry face? Who put up an angry face?
An angry face. Where do you see an angry face? Oh, what's that about?
I don't know. Rob says Ghost Spider is sweet.
Oh, thank you. I hesitate to do more to it, but I'm kind of done. I could do the black.
Now I'm curious, who did we anger and how and why?
Yes.
What did we do? We didn't even get squirreled tonight.
I know. I kind of got squirreled because I was doing it wrong.
I'm totally Rob, they are not spoken for yet. Both are still available. So we got Thor and Mighty Thor, and we got Black Cat and Ghost Spider.
I think I'm going to blank in her breast here on her chest. Yeah, I just got a feeling that Uncle Owen's going to play a much bigger role in things.
Yeah. I think we're going to see a lot of the setup for why he was so
against Luke going to the academy.
Yeah, Luke going to the academy. Luke, not seeing that crazy old wizard and
having nothing to do with that crazy old man. I said, forget it.
because what was the line? I think he died about the same time as your father or something like that.
Yeah.
Trying to pass off that he was, gone. Are we going to see any interaction between?
Yeah. You know my father?
How much for the Ghost Spider? Rob, we're doing the same deal as we did the last time. So it's $100 if you want the inks, or you can add color for an additional 50. If you do want to claim it, shoot a message over to one of the producers. They'll get you taken care of. You can message either one of our respective pages, and we'll get you set up if you do want to claim it.
Did you see that Thor cover that Andre did?
Was it the one with Gore the God Butcher?
Yes.
Yeah, I took a quick look at it. I did not get to see it in detail yet.
It's very nice. So if you're listening, Andre, kudos, my friend. That is an amazingly beautiful cover.
Yeah, I gotta go scope it out because I just got a quick glance because I think I saw it. We were in the car or whatever, so I didn't get to oogle it too much yet.
Speaking of Andre, Producer B was telling me that she mailed his package.
Oh yeah, he was talking about that when I was watching.
She was tracking it.
Yeah.
And it went to Lithuania.
What?
Yes. It was. She said we were laying in bed, watch TV. She goes, just so you know, Andre's package is currently in Lithuania. Like, what?
Rob wants Ghost Spider. Okay. Rob, I handed off the phone. We'll get you taken care of, buddy.
Thank you, Rob.
Yes, thank you. So Thor's here is still available if anybody wants to claim it. Anybody that might be watching the replay later, come hang out with us. We're gonna try to do these every so often.
Get you guys to come down to Fortress Forney.
We do need to do that. And I know we talked about it a little bit about last time, but like right after we did that last time, Nate and I were at the shop doing the store opening thing. We were talking about it. Try to get 3 of us on a jam or something like that.
Get a wide enough camera angle. And the producer, they were trying like hell.
Yeah, they were scheming. Oh, Rob, yeah, we got you. We got the message handed off to the boss there. She'll get you set up, or is already in the process of it. In the process, she says. So you're good. It is yours, sir. Oh, it is about time to switch to another new pen. I am killing these Tombos.
Yeah.
Steph bought me a 10-pack or no 5-pack of each size like last weekend.
Yeah.
Because I just been murdering them.
Yeah, I've been doing the same thing.
Which is partially why I broke out the real brush and been doing that on some covers. Because like these are good for like small stuff and whatnot. But man, like I started working on like a full figure thing on one of the covers I was doing. Is like, no, I can't get a clean enough line.
Yeah.
Break out the brush.
Yeah, I was discovering that with Jose's last piece we did. I was, even when I switched to the brand new pens, it was still streaking on the chisels.
Yeah.
And I was like, man. So I just went back to the Copics.
Oh, Rob wants to add color.
Is that what he said?
That's what producer's saying.
Okay.
So yeah, we can do that. Might be done a little off camera, but we can do that. Husto, yes, I bought 4 of the covers last week. I got traditional classic Spidey. I got what am I trying to say? The Ben Reilly Spider-Man, the Gwen, and the Spider-Punk. Because I don't know if Campbell intended it, but the Spider-Punk totally looked like a Eddie Van Halen homage, so that was totally coming with me, and I couldn't buy that one its own, so I was on the fence on Spider-Gwen. That, kicked it into the, yep, I just spent $120 buying covers. Because, comics.
Crazy. Oh, I got I was telling you, I showed you the pictures of I was talking about the Crimson.
Oh, yeah.
Omnibus. Oh my God, that is so gorgeous. I want to look at it. That's the Jim Lee thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I haven't cracked it open yet.
Yeah, I want to get one of those.
I'd say you could look at it, but I haven't cracked it open yet.
No, when you crack it open, I'll look at it. I'm not going to ask you to crack it open so I can look at it.
Yeah, there's a couple of those I would love to get, but
there's a John Byrne Fantastic Four one. There's a Walt Simonson Thor one.
Yeah, there's a I'm pretty sure there's a Conan one.
I think there's a Barry Windsor Smith.
Yeah, that's right.
And there's a it's either Al Williamson, like a Star Wars one of those guys of that era.
There's I think they did one with Hellboy too. I think. Don't hold me to that one, but I seem to recall seeing that.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Because I'm pretty sure the local comic shop has it still on the shelf.
Isn't there a George Perez one? Or no, they're re-releasing the
They're re-releasing the Justice League Avengers thing.
Yeah.
But you know what? I can't say for certain if there is a George Perez one. There should be if there isn't. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know if DC's done any of those. So because IDW actually publishes them, so they've got to go through, the other company to get all the approvals and whatnot. And I don't know if they've done any DC stuff, to be honest.
Yeah, I know Boom Studios did the Crimson. I wish there was. Let's see, the other 2 cliffhangers were Danger Girl and Steampunk.
Yeah.
I've got the Steampunk trade, and I've got all kinds of shit from Danger Girl.
Yeah, I am trying to get a Danger Girl trade. My local shop's been trying to get me one, and we keep having trouble ordering one.
Which one?
The one that Campbell actually did, the first 6, 7 issues, whatever that was.
Oh, okay.
Because everything else after that, there was always somebody else doing the interiors.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want that.
No, I know exactly what you mean. Nice covers, somebody else on the inside.
Yeah, I want that because I love the storytelling in it, and I like. The heck was that all about?
It was funny when his first issue came out. We were in the studio. We went to the comic shop. We bought our comics, and we came home, and I'm sitting there in the studio, and I'm reading it. And I specifically remember I was drinking a big old jug of Surge, and I had a bag of taco flavored Doritos I was eating out of.
Somehow I knew you were going to say Surge. Isn't that wild?
And I walked over to Chris, and I threw the book down on the coffee table, and I said, "Read this." He goes, "Well, I'm reading Hellboy." I said, "Screw Hellboy, read this." I said, "Believe me, it's a quick read." I said, "As soon as you realize what this is, say something. He got about 4 pages in. He goes, Jesus Christ, this is Indiana Jones.
Yep. Well, that's what I love about that whole series. It's Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
It's Charlie's Angels. It's G.I. Joe. It's James Bond.
Yep.
All rolled into one, but yet not exactly a parody.
Right. Different enough.
Not exactly a parody where he's making fun of it. He's truly homaging everything of his childhood.
Yeah.
And I absolutely love that. And I've got a couple ideas kicking around in my head that I would love to do something like that. Totally different genres, but that same idea of a little nibble from that, a little taste of this, a little dose of that, to where it's like it's its own thing, but people that are a fan of that can pick it up and go, oh, well, that's totally a nod to this. That's totally a nod to that.
Right.
And I think that's why I love that book so much. And that's, like some of it, like when he was, riffing on some of like the James Bond and the Charlie's Angel stuff, before my time, but I still get some of it.
Right.
It might not have been something I watched, but as I've gotten older, I've noticed more things because it's like, ooh, I've now seen this. I know what the heck he's talking about.
Right.
And it might have a little bit of influence on the next arc of Scarlet Huntress. We'll see. see how much the boss lets me get away with of the Maltese Falcon Ark of the Covenant type vibe gets worked in there.
I got you.
There we go. I think I've got Lady Thor here, Mighty Thor, Jane Foster Thor inked.
Sweet.
So
good.
Thank you. Thor turned out nice. The Ghost Spider and Black Cat turned out. We're kind of hitting that 9:30 point here. So Rob, we will get that done up for you, and I'll shoot that off in the mail to you. Edward says, made the decision I'm going to wait until Batman comes to HBO Max to watch it, and that way I can pause and stuff. That's a good idea.
There'll be a lot of pausing.
Justin says they look nice. Well, thank you, sir.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right. Well, it's like I said, it's about that time. Any fun stuff to add to it here before we check out for the evening?
No, I think rather than meandering and trying to kill 5 minutes, we just thank everybody for spending a little bit of your Friday evening with us. We greatly appreciate your friendship and your fandom. It means the world to us.
Yes, exactly. Thank you so much for everybody that tuned in. Everybody stay warm out there. It's snowing here apparently, according to the computer. Come back, check us out next week. Back for our morning streams during the mornings from 10 a.m. Eastern and 11 a.m. Eastern. And then next Thursday and Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, come on and hang out with us, and we'll draw and
we'll do it all over again.
Yeah, exactly. All right, folks, have a great weekend, and we will catch you all on the next one.
Bye, everybody.